Hello, everyone, whoever's watching. As of right now, no one's been watching any of my videos, and I am not surprised whatsoever. Most people watch junk on YouTube, and Instagram and stuff. Most people just watch stupid, funny videos. I can understand that. Most people don't want to hear truth. But on this channel, I don't care if I've talked to myself. I'm going to make videos because the truth needs to be out there. Maybe one day, 20 years from now, no, it won't be 20 years, the world won't be here. Maybe, 7 months from now, someone will stumble upon my video and want to know truth. So real quick, for about 10 minutes, I just want to talk about the deceptions in which you live in. You're not even aware of. Some of you may be, whoever watches this. But I'm guarantee you most of you have no clue. I didn't know. I didn't know any of this. But over the last 7 years, I have learned truth. And once you start learning truth and you recognize the patterns in which those that rule you recognize their patterns of deception, you easily start recognizing other truths, meaning other deceptions that have been put in place to hide the truths, quite easily. It's quite easy. I'm going to give you a prime example. Regarding the Constitution for this United States of America, one of the truths that have been hidden under their deception is, here it is. This is the first one I learned regarding the Constitution. And then I learned another, and another, and another, and another. But the first one I learned was you, a rightful citizen of this country, you do not need, you ready? You do not need a driver's license. You do not need a driver's license to drive wherever you may deem you want to drive in this country. What? Say what? Yes, you don't need a driver's license. Unless there's only one condition. This is straight in the Constitution, folks. The only exemption for a citizen needing a driver's license is if they're in business. If they're selling something. If they're on the road traveling to sell something. That's it. That's it. You do not need a driver's license. Nope. But what's happened over the past, I don't know, because I don't even know when this started. I haven't even looked that up. It's really not very important, actually, due to the times in which we're living. But I would say, my opinion, my judgment would probably be about 70 to 80 years. Maybe 90 years would be when they probably started enforcing you needed a license. I don't know. But what's happened is you've had generations of people that turn 12 and 13 and they're super excited, man, because they know they're only a couple years away from, guess what? I can't wait till I get my driver's license. They're so excited for them. And their poor parents have no clue that their children getting ready to be 16 don't even, by law, the Constitution is the law, by law, have to go get one. You are free to move about the country wherever you may deem so without a license. So many generations have been deceived on this that we all think we have to go get our driver's license. No, you don't need to go get one. But when you go get one, you're signing a contract with them is basically what you're doing. And what you're saying and agreeing to them is you're saying, I agree that I do need a driver's license. And if I'm caught driving without a driver's license, I can be put in prison. It's a contract. And of course, since that initial contract, guess what? They've added other contracts, subcontracts to that contract, like insurance. Now Not only do you need a driver's license, but you need insurance. Another way they get money out of you. So that was the first one that I learned. And when I learned that, I was like, what other things are they deceiving generations of? What else have I been deceived of? Property tax, which I said in my last video. Property tax. You can't be taxed directly. Income tax. Property tax. All lies. All based out of Satan's belly. These are all lies. These are all deceptions. Folks, those who rule you, that's why the Constitution was drafted up, was to protect you from these rulers, from ruling over you. They were supposed to work for you, not rule over you. That's the whole idea of the Constitution. It was the whole idea of it. The freedom of someone working for you that's in your best interest. Not for the corporations. Not for Satan. They work for Satan now, Jack. You damn right. They work for Satan. His agenda. Your tax dollars go to Satan's agenda. They rule you now. They've turned it upside down. And it's all our faults. Even my generation. Your generation. However many old you are. It's your fault too. We've all allowed them. When we say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, we give them power. And once they get it, buddy, they don't give it back. They don't give it back. They don't give that power back. So that was one of the first deceptions I learned. And boy, it opened up this this wide door to a lot of other truth. But when you say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, I agree to wear this mask, even though that was a lie too, you give them power, and boy, they don't give it back, man. They don't give it back. So one more thing I want to say real quick, and I'm going to hop off here. I believe what happened 5 years ago, it was either a test run or they actually did try to take out most of the population on Earth. Now, based on God's word, we know they're going to do it. So 5 years ago, maybe they tried and God was like, nope, not yet. Not yet. We do know in the tribulation they do. Here it is. It's the book of Revelation. It's chapter 6. Chapter 6, verse 7. It is the fourth seal. And the chapter reads, it says, when the Lamb opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, come. I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power over a fourth of the earth, to kill by sword, famine, and plague, and by the wild beast of the earth. That last part really gets me, right? That really got me thinking over the last couple of years. The wild beast. What's going on at the wild beast are gnawing on people, right? Well, my opinion is that they have designed people, they have designed things, whatever you want to call them, like a Dr. Moreau kind of thing. Robots, right? We now know robots can chase you down. These kinds of things. Robotic dogs, like who knows, man? We know they play with DNA. We know this. They did it pre-Noah's flood. They did it. And they're doing it now. Just as Jesus said in Luke 17, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. We're there, folks. So it says over a fourth of the earth. What's that mean? If there's 8 billion people, probably 2 are going to perish. That's my opinion about what that verse is. Maybe I'm wrong. But if I am right, then that means a quarter of the earth's population is going to be perishing soon. We've given them the power to do all this by saying yes. It's so frustrating. People, probably all, I think, my opinion is most people who have these big channels, they don't say these things. They don't come out and tell you the raw truth. They skip, hop, and jump around that raw truth because they're scared. They're afraid. They don't want to tell you who the real TRSTS are. Over the last 7 years, I've learned who it is. It's not who you think. Who you think, they're employees. They're employees. And they now reside in this country. And they're coming, folks. They're coming. They're just waiting on their employers to tell them when. And I think a lot of people know that, at least those of us who have been studying and paying attention and whose eyes are wide open and scales have been removed from God by God. And we can actually see the raw truth. I got a feeling that's why my videos aren't being viewed. Because I'm actually telling you the raw truth. Who knows? Maybe that's not the case, but I'm pretty sure it is. But, oh yeah, you don't need a microphone. You don't need a producer to do these videos. It's just me and the phone. And God's Word. That's it. Me, phone, God's Word. So that's my video for today. It's raw truth. Accept it. Research it. I encourage you to research it. Look these things up. These are truths that are in the Constitution. You do not need a license to drive about in this country unless you're in business. So if you're 14 or 15 watching this, don't go get that license. That's my opinion. You don't need it. It's not the law. Good evening, y'all.